Okay, we continue from where we left this morning. The four essentials. What's the first essential? Essential of identical object negation. Okay. What's next? What's the second essential? Essential of understanding in the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Okay, so the one that we have identified what is to be negated as something that exists from its own side, from the object, independent of one's mind. This is what we said. And if such a thing exists, then how do we evaluate anyone? If something exists objectively, how do we evaluate whether or not the object exists as objectively? Subjecting the object to ultimate analysis. Good. Okay. And so this subjecting the object to ultimate analysis, I remember it is like, say, you are from distance, in a very loose sense, in a mundane sense, you from distance you're looking at me in water, and you see me in water, and you want to know, is he really, say you are 1 kilometer away from me, is he really in water, or what I'm seeing is mirage? If it is water, then it's from the object or from the subject, in a loose sense. If it is water, then is it from the object or from the subject? Object. If it is mirage, in a loose sense, in the context of the people who have no idea about emptiness, no exposure to emptiness, for them, if you ask, right, first introduce what is meant by objective, what is meant by subjective, dream is subjective, and the dream flower is subjective, real flower is objective. So this is how you introduce the two vocabularies. With this, then you ask if what you are seeing, that he is in water, if it is a real water, then that is objective or subjective. Hey, objective. Whereas what you see, if you discover there is a mirage, then this mirage is subjective, objective. Okay, good. So how do you decide that what you're seeing is mirage or real water? How do you decide? Sabna? Huh? Go closer, right? Go closer. So this mind which go closer to the object is known as ultimate analysis. Okay, good. So therefore, when we say, okay, to evaluate if the object exists objectively, subjectively, we subject the object to ultimate analysis. How do we verify that? We subject the object to ultimate analysis. What do you mean by that? Don't make it mechanical. You're getting it? When it says something, it should make sense to us. It simply means that we have to go closer to the object because you want to see if the flower exists objectively or not. If it does exist objectively, you go close to the object to see if it exists there. If it's not there, then what you earlier saw, you conclude that it was just your deception. It is your creation, mental creation. It's not really there from the object, it's subjective, right? So this is how, whatever we learn, we try to make sure that it makes some sense to us. It makes sense. So, though these are very technical words, okay, subject the flower to ultimate analysis, but you should know what it means. It means what? It means to go closer towards the object. Okay, so this is what Arya Nagarjuna. All these are the wisdoms of the Bodhicitta community taught by Arya Nagarjuna. Arya Nagarjuna in Ratnavali, the precious garland, the Arya Nagarjuna said that if the mirage were to be water, why not those close by the mirage see water? I think day one I studied this. Remember this? Day one I studied this. Okay, so with this we then subject the let's say, okay, let's say John. Let us meditate emptiness. Which emptiness would you choose? John or John's mother or flower? Okay, John decide. Huh? Yourself. Okay, so let's all meditate on the emptiness of the self, yourself. You getting it? So, as John said, because that John actually chose the right object, because all our problems relate to the I. You're getting it? Oh, I have a problem because the weather is not good, because this is not good, that is not good, pollution, Delhi pollution, and so forth. You just do all these things, and then you find, you say, I have the problem. I have the problem, I. So if you see this I, so the sense of we also discuss, you remember, the Shri Hiruga, and the sacred name, you will explain about this, the person and the phenomena with which the person interacts. The two misconceptions meet, then it explodes into problems. So our job is to see that, and then the one hand is symbolizing the misconception related to self, the person, and the other one is the phenomena with which the person interacts. So how many such phenomena are there with which you interact and you have a problem? Huh? Sometimes you have a problem with your mom, with your what? With your father, with your dad, with your husband, with your wife, with your child, with your friend, with the dog, with your flower, with everything. You have a problem with everything, right? Sometimes reasons. That's true. Okay. In all cases, we have the one thing is common. That is, I have a problem. I have a problem with my mom. I have a problem with my son. I have a problem with my husband. I have a problem with my wife. I have a problem with my house. I have a problem with my dog. I have the problem with my. I'm thinking of going for a holiday, but where should I give the dog? Right? Where should I leave the dog? That's a problem. I want to go to attend the retreat. Where should I leave the cat? You know that these are problems, right? Yeah. So who has a problem? I have the problem. This cat is making the problem. Actually, the cat is not a problem. The cat, nobody asked you to keep it, but you kept it. And now you. So where do you see that? So this is one thing I don't understand it. Some people, they keep pet dogs in a small house. If you belong to that category, don't feel offended. I'm saying very honestly. And the dog, puppy, cute. You first got it, is cute. Right? Cute. Oh, it's cute. You know that this dog is going to become huge. You know that. Your house has such, you have a very small flat. You know that. Right? And then it's cute. In a way, this is selfishness. Right? You just feel the joy to see this cute puppy. Right? You don't think about this puppy is also sentient being. You don't think about it. This puppy also wants happiness, not wants suffering. Also want to have a good future. We never think about this. And then finally, when you want to, say, move from one place to another, you abandon the dog. There are many cases. You're getting it? These are very serious matters. And the poor dog, because that you cannot, there's nothing, for the dog to run. The dog's becoming huge. And the dog keeps staying at home and then is extremely unhealthy for the dog. We go to gym, we go for walk, we take care of the diet and so forth, but to make sure that our health is okay. But the poor dog, where's the health? These are things we really need to be thinking of. Don't just be swayed by it's cute. You have to think of the dog's well-being. Let us not be too selfish, right? Whereas if you're very sure that you can take care of the dog, no matter what. In fact, there's one girl who, Nicole, she came last time for the retreat. So remember, Nicole? She's amazing. No matter what, till the last breath of the dog, she was treating the dog like her own child. That's amazing. Amazing. If this is who you are, I really respect. Otherwise, cute, keep, and then the big, and then you have to leave the place, and then you abandon it, just throw somewhere. The poor dog, how will the poor dog survive? You never taught. The poor dog never learned how to get food. The stray dogs, they are so expert to get food. They know how to get food. They will fight. Where they will fight, they will fight. And where they have to steal, they will steal. They are so expert. The poor dog, you never learned how to get food. We should be very, very careful. We should be so kind. Long term. Think long term. And let's not just say cute. This purely selfishness. Okay. So why said it? Yes, thank you. So there's I. Now this dog is cute to whom? To I. Then you have to. I want to go holiday with this dog. Who will take care of this dog? I don't get anybody who to take care of this. Then you curse the dog all the time, right? It's because of the dog that I cannot go now, right? Okay. So this says. I have the problem because of the dog, I have the problem because of the weather, I have the problem because of the food, I have the problem because of this, because of that, so forth. Because of the weather, because of the so forth. So this I, seeing the self as subject real, and seeing other things as subject real, and the things with which you interact, they're innumerable number, but this I is always one. So when we meditate on emptiness of I, this would be very effective. Okay. So for this, to see if the self exists objectively, we have to subject the self to ultimate analysis. Now you know what it means to subject the self to ultimate analysis. With this, how to subject the self to ultimate analysis? Okay. If the self does exist objectively, then we should be able to see the self by subjecting the self to ultimate analysis. So when we go there, let's say that if somebody tells me that you have taken my key, and it is in your hand. I have only two hands, right? It's in your hand right now. I have only two hands. So how I prove that the claim the person made is not correct is that first I open my first hand, it's empty. There are only two hands. Then maybe in the other hand, open the other hand also. If I open the first hand as empty, second hand is empty, which means that the claim that the key is in my hand right now is not true. Yes? Good. So likewise, if this person who you identify as I, if this person were to exist subjectively, then there are only two possibilities for the person to exist subjectively, like the two possible hands, either by going towards the object, you end up seeing the parts. The parts mean, in our case, like the 6 elements. Now you know what the 6 elements are. So we should be, first of all, we should be very clear that the self, I mean the empirical self. Empirical self means self which you can experience, right? Oh, I have this problem, I have that problem, so forth. So this I is nothing made of the body and the mind. And the body, this body is made of what? How many elements? Earth, water, fire, air, space. 4, right? This body and the mind, element of consciousness, just put them together. Last time when we talked about the 5 aggregates, we talked about the what? Feeling, discrimination, composition factors, and consciousness. 4 of these, we can put them all together in one category known as the mind. So there are many ways of seeing the self in the different parts, 5 aggregates or the 6 elements and different forms. So let's say the 6 elements. So the one possibility is that going too close to the object, subjecting self to ultimate analysis, we end up seeing the 6 elements: and earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness. 6 elements. We end up seeing the 6 elements. So you go too close to self and you end up seeing the 6 elements. In fact, these are things that it would be good nowadays because of the internet, the Googles is so easy for us. You can do that. For example, say if you Google the powers of 10, you Google search it, instantly many things will come out. The powers of 10. And then to see yourself, to see the self, to see the leaves, to see your eyes in the macro, on the micro level. You can see them. The powers of 10. We must watch it. Not just, how I know this will be this. Watch is very different. Seeing is believing is very different. You're getting it? And what happened was that once in Tibet House, we invited one museum expert from, I think, from America, from New York. From New York Rubin Museum. We invited the expert, and he showed us how the conservation was done. Conservation was done by his team. And there was a very old painting. He was showing this on the screen. Old painting with the painting of the lady, maybe. Okay, one lady. Where it's a very old the painting. And the eyes in the photograph is it's not a painting, it's a photograph. And the eyes part is damaged. So he said that he has to revive the photograph of the eye. And he was showing us under the microscope, very powerful microscope, how this seen. And initially it's just like, yes, of course, like a normal eye. Then there are layers. It's a photograph. Layers under the microscope, you could lose. Then suddenly that eye simply disappears, and some very strange things come there. And then I know all this. I watch all these the powers of 10. Still, seeing is believing is very different. The very strange feelings start to come. Where is that object? It's not really there. Besides the projection, nothing's really there. It just hit you so hard. So that is something that we need to watch. Don't just think that, okay, yeah, this can be correct. But it's very different. So finally, the emotions, transformation take place within us. And this happens only through seeing. Seeing is believing. Okay, so with this what we do is that we subject the self to ultimate analysis, then we end up seeing these 6 elements. So if the self does exist objectively, what you see should be the self. What you see is the 6 elements. 6 elements, are they the self? This is one option of the 2 possibilities for objectivity. One possibility is that the parts which constitute the self, that should be the self, objective self. If you say that, okay, this is not, then we'll do the exercise, we'll do the meditation in a while. If that is not, then remove this to see if the self does exist objectively as different from the 6 elements. Remove the 6 elements and see, then what is left? Nothing is left. So the self is not different from is not intrinsically different. Intrinsic, why this word intrinsic added? The self is not self is on the objective level in the ultimate analysis. Remove the 6 elements, the self is left or not? Kunal? No, right? Self is not left. So now the word is used that self is not intrinsically, self is not different from the 6 elements. If different, remove the 6 elements, then self should be found. So now, we don't just say that self is not different from the elements, we say self is not intrinsically different from the elements. Why the word intrinsic is added? Anyone? Penzola? From his own side, Ajirji?
Then I can really see the self there. Once it is separate from
No, what does it mean? Why the intrinsic word is added? It is... Okay, intrinsic meaning objectively. Good. Anyone else? Okay. So then, how do we say that the self is the self is not different from the parts? self is not intrinsically different from the parts, or objective different from the parts. Objective different from the parts, you see that remove the 6 elements, then self is not found. But what makes you feel that that understanding is the self is not intrinsically different from the parts? What made you think like this? Because the mind which analyzes this is the ultimate analysis. Ultimate meaning to see if something exists intrinsically or not, objectively or not. So if it's not different means in that according to this mind is not intrinsically different. Self is not there means in the eyes of ultimate analysis, the self is not there means self is not intrinsically there, or self is objectively empty. Okay, good. So these are only 2 possibilities. Either we're going close to the object, ultimate analysis, what we see should be the self, the 6 parts should be the self. If not, remove the parts. Then the self should be left as different from the parts. If not, these are only 2 options for the self to exist objectively. And once you see you rule out the possibility for the self to exist in one of these, both the possibilities, then what is the conclusion? That the self is nowhere to be found objectively. You get it? Okay. So now we do the meditation. Ready? Okay, good. Okay. So this is going to be guided. And later on, if you have some questions related to particularly this meditation, for the emptiness meditation with the help of 4 essentials, feel free to bring these questions up. Okay, ready? Take 3 deep breaths. And let us set a motivation. Even this experience of emptiness may it become extremely refined and eventually be shared with all the demon sentient beings. Okay, good. So as John said, we'll meditate the emptiness of the self-I. What are you doing? I'm meditating. What is your body doing? My body in a meditative posture. And how does the self appear to you? Like a dream that your mind is creating the self, or the self is appears as so objectified, so solidly there, independent of my mind. Of course, so independent of my mind. And this belief that this I exists objectively, this is self-grasping ignorance. And this is the root of all the miseries. This is ignorance, which the Buddha identified as the ignorance as the root of all the miseries. Okay, how do you know that this self, seeing this self as objective real, is ignorance and not wisdom? Not valid mind. How do you know this? Yes. If the self does exist objectively, the way in a manner in which it appears to me, remember what Arya Nagarjuna taught? If the mirage were to be water, why not those close by the mirage see water? With similar token reasoning, if this self, which I identified as I, would exist objectively, why don't I see this self as I go closer to the object? By going closer to the object, if I see the self is not there, means self is empty of objective existence. So this mind which goes closer towards this self, towards the object, to analyze if the self does exist in that form, there's no ultimate analysis. in technically speaking, let us subject the self to ultimate analysis. Okay. By subjecting self to ultimate analysis, anything which is not a self, we just ignore them because we're interested in the objectively existing self. Okay, subjecting self to ultimate analysis, we go closer, closer, closer to self, to the object. We first see a very thin layer of the skin. Behind that, the fatty tissues. Behind that, the whole bone, the muscles, cartilages. Alongside the heart, the lungs, liver, pancreas, kidney, spleen, intestine, stomach, gallbladder. These solid parts constitute the element of earth. None of the element of earth is the self. Element of water, 4 liters of blood which is pumped in and out by the heart to different parts of the body. Of course, that is not to be identified as intrinsically as one with the self. Element of fire, 2,500 joules of energy. In other words, the body heat. Even that's also not the self. Element of air, 4.6 liters of air that you breathe in and out through your lungs. Element of space, 99.99% of the body is vacuum. The body is nothing but made of the atoms, and the atoms are space between the nucleus and the electrons is so vast. In comparison with the space occupied by the electrons, neutrons, and protons. So essentially, 99.99% of our body is just vacuum. Of course, the element of space. I'm not a space, I'm not a vacuum, I'm a solid person. Next, element of consciousness or element of mind. I'm a male, I'm a female. My mind doesn't have a gender. Gender is posited on the basis of the body. Also that people can see me, people cannot see my mind. Even though my consciousness is also not me. Okay, now what are you seeing? In the eyes of ultimate analysis, what are you seeing? I'm just seeing the 6 elements. Where is this? Which of the 6 elements is to be identified as the self in the eyes of ultimate analysis? None. Okay. None of the 6 elements. How the self, the person who identifies I appears in the confirmation analysis, in the eyes of ultimate confirmation analysis, how it appears now is very different. Now it's just 6 elements scattered, they're all disconnected. There's no self there. There's no person known as I there. If you are very certain about this, that self is nowhere to be identified as intrinsically as one, or none of these 6 elements to be identified as the self, if you are sure of this, you have understood the second essential of understanding, the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically one with its parts. Okay. Now, if none of the 6 elements is to be identified as the intrinsic as the self, then see if the self can be identified as intrinsically different from the 6 elements. Remove the 6 elements, where is the self? Nothing, nowhere to be seen as a self. If you're extremely sure of this, you are seeing the emptiness of the objects being intrinsically different from the parts. Okay. Now there's only 2 possibilities for the self to exist objectively. The moment both the possibilities are ruled out, in a way, you are saying that the self does not exist as objectively real. Okay. Now, go back to the ultimate analysis once more. And the two possibilities are both ruled out, for the self exists objectively. Now tell me, where is the self, which you earlier saw as intrinsically real, as object real there? Where is the self? Nowhere to be seen. Stay in this experience for a while. And for some people, a tinge of fear can come. If it does come to you, you are extremely fortunate. If it does not, don't worry. And for you, the six elements, if they come to your mind, this is not emptiness. If six elements come to your mind, while the self does not appear, but the six elements come to your mind, this is not emptiness of the mind, emptiness of the person. So how do we get the emptiness of the person precisely? This experience could be extremely fleeting, so momentary, because we are never used to this experience. So, how to try to sustain this? Initially, we try to sustain this, and gradually, getting used to this, you'll be able to sustain it easily. How to try to sustain this? By asking two questions. The first question, what are you seeing? And that's ultimate analysis. I just see six elements. Okay, where is the second question? Where is the self as object real? Where is object real as self which appeared before? Nowhere to be seen. The moment you say nowhere to be seen, the non-affirming negative of the absence of the self as object real, emptiness of objective existence of the self, appears to you extremely in a fleeting moment. And again, the six elements may come to you. The moment six elements come to you, your emptiness again left you. You have to ask the two questions. What am I seeing? I'm seeing the six elements. Okay, just go into the six elements. Earth, water, fire, air, space. And we have to go through these elements one by one. Don't just say that, oh yeah, I'm just made of six elements. If this is your attitude, emptiness will never come to your mind. You have to go one by one. You should be very sure that you are seeing the six elements distinctly. Then the chance for us to see the emptiness of this self is greater. Oh, I'm just seeing the six elements. Where is the self? The moment you say, where is the self? Again, the ticking sensation can come to your mind, in your body. Self is nowhere to be seen. So that the moment you say self is nowhere to be seen, a very fleeting experience of the emptiness hits you, it comes to you. You try to sustain this experience. So this is how we have to practice on a daily basis. Okay, just in this experience, the non-affirming negative experience of the emptiness of the objective self, sense experience, nowhere to be seen besides six elements. There's nothing to be seen as the self as object real. This experience is known as meditative experience of the space like emptiness. Okay, now imagine that you come out of the meditation, which means swap your mind from the ultimate analysis to conventional analysis. The moment your mind switches to the conventional analysis, the self comes back, self appears to you. Again, go back to the ultimate analysis. Again, this self disappears. Again, go back to the ultimate conventional analysis, self comes back. There's a constant change happening. Appear, disappear, appear, disappear. But on the object side, there's no change. Change is happening only on the subjective level. Whatever is involved with this, the change, that is subjective. So the self, being a part of this, it appears, it disappears, it appears, disappears, is a part of the change which is happening only on the subject. Therefore, it is purely subjective. Okay, let's go back to subject ultimate analysis. That's what I see. I'm seeing six elements. What is the self? The self is empty. The self is nowhere to be seen. You are not saying the self is empty. What experiencing the emptiness of objective existence of the self. So this is the meditative experience, the meditative equipoise of the space like emptiness. Okay, now slowly come out of this to shift to the conventional analysis. again the self comes back. And this is the, objectively is empty, subjectively it appears. There's a discrepancy between appearance and reality. This is the post-meditative experience of the illusion like emptiness. Oh, you slowly come out of this meditation, come out. Okay, good. Okay, now the first sentence is done. What next? First sentence is number emptiness. Okay, now emptiness of mind. Okay. Wow, Kunal's face is glowing. Wow, emptiness of mind. When I say emptiness of mind, instantly Kunal's face is glowing, right? Okay, so this is Kunal's question. Emptiness of mind. How do we see that empty? Okay, this emptiness of mind is quite scary. You're getting it? Because since time immemorial till now, we are so addicted to seeing things as objective real. And when do you see those things objective real? In the daytime? During the break time? Not during the class. Okay, all the time. Break time, right? When you're sad, when you're happy, or when you're dreaming, when you are waking. So at all times you see things as object real. So this is how we always look for something object real. And the now the next is that the say because of that, it is like a child always with the parents, right? Child always with the parents. When the moment that the child sees that the prospect of the parents leaving you, parents have to leave, to somewhere, then what was the reaction of the child? Will cry, scream, cry, feel so much pain because I'm losing something, right? The pillar is the I'm losing the pillar, right? Okay. So this is what is happening. The pillar, we have objective existence as our pillar. We are so used to that without this you cannot survive. This is our mindset. We are so addicted to this, to see things object real. For the first time when you see that there's no object reality, so first you said the flower doesn't object real. Okay. That cheesecake doesn't object real. Okay, right? And the house that you live in, it doesn't object real. Okay. Your body doesn't exist object. Okay. Then finally, don't worry, still my mind is there. Kunal, yes? My mind is there still. Don't worry. This exists there. As long as, right, say, okay, your mom has to go for some office work, right? No, my dad is there. My dad will go for some other, some urgent work. It doesn't matter, my big brother is there. Right? My big brother leaves, my sister is there. My sister leaves, my little brother is there. My little brother also has to go to school. No, the dog is there. My pet dog is there, right? So you need something. My pet is there. Oh, don't worry, there's the rat there. In the house there's a rat there. You need something to hold on to. So this is how our mind. Finally, the last piece of straw to hold on to is the mind. Because so the body is like the machine for you. The mind is the one which makes the body move. Finally, you are represented by the mind. Your ultimate representation is your mind. When you see the mind does not exist, it's like a dream. It can be a huge shock. You are getting it? Okay. How many ready for this? How many ready for this? Right? Okay. If you're ready, you have to sign the paper. Or something happens, I'm not responsible. Right? Ajikasan, yes, I see you, you have to sign the paper. Right? Okay. So let's learn about this. don't worry too much. But what we suggest is that don't do the meditation emptiness of the mind for the time being. I'll teach you how to do that, but don't do it. Rather do it with the flower, your body, the table, and so forth. Let it stabilize. And meanwhile, study more. If you're very keen on this, study more. Finally, when you go through stress, anxiety, and so forth, fear, and so forth, then a meditation emptiness can greatly help us. But don't think that meditation emptiness will instantly remove the fear, right? Once what happened was that there was one lady, and I'm not going to mention the name, who attended one of the Bodhicitta retreats. And then after a while, she happened to drop by Delhi and came to me and said, Geshe, the meditation emptiness, it works so well when my mind is very happy, right? When I go through difficult times, there is a time I need to be my emptiness, to meditate emptiness, so that my stress will go down. But it doesn't work. When I really need the meditation emptiness, it doesn't really work. I cannot see the emptiness, right? So how to do that? I said that, how many years you practice meditation emptiness? She said, 10 years. I said, pretending as well I'm so naive. 10 years, 20 years? She said, no. 5 years? No. 1 year? No. Then she said, I just came for 1 week retreat with you in the Bodh Gaya. 1 week. I said, I see, I'm not surprised. And then I said that. Then she said that, no, this is not sufficient. You require systematic studies. Then she said, what should I do? You have to study systematically. What should I study? Acharya Chandrakirti's text, Madhyama Avatar. Then she said, how long will it take? I said, minimum 2 years. She said, are you? And I said, you choose between 2 years are you and lifelong are you. You choose. either you go for 2 years are you or lifelong are you. That you choose, right? If you don't want the 2 years are you, then lifelong are you have to bear. Right? Okay. So it's up to you. 2 years are you or lifelong are you? That's up to you. Right? Okay, then the Acharya Chandrakirti is like, this is so good. Okay. You learn about it, you learn this meditation, and then gradually, so this, of course, initially when you do this on your own, it can be quite scary. And once your study, reflection, meditation becomes stable with respect to emptiness, don't mix up things. Oh, I'm meditating, he said meditation with the study and reflection. I'm doing it, I do the breathing, meditation. No, they say study, reflection, meditation of the breath. Study, reflection, meditation of Bodhicitta. Study, reflection, meditation of the wisdom. They're all different. You're getting it? They're all different. Some are very easy, some are very complicated. Some require, for some experience takes a lot of time. For some studies take a lot of time. They're different. The forms. Okay. So for the emptiness of mind, okay, that all composite things are impermanent. Yes. All composite things are impermanent. Mind is a composite phenomenon. The mind, your body, house, food, they're all composite phenomena. Composite meaning something which is composed of directional parts or temporal parts. Directional parts meaning, for example, let's say that, okay, this house, but it's east, my left hand, this is east, yes. By now we know that east, west, north, south. So this has 4 directions, and on top down, total 6 directions. You're getting, and then the what do you call it? The 4 directions and intermediate directions. What do you call these? Cardinal? Is it? Okay. Okay, let's say the four directions easy. I forgot even the terminologies. Is it cardinal? Meaning? Northeast, northwest is cardinal. Okay, Anthony, you'll tell me. Okay, anyone else? Hey? Somebody Google search it quickly. Mio, Google search it. Google search. Huh? Cardinal directions. I see. Hey, Kate. Okay. Okay, then cardinal for the time being.
You studied the last retreat.
Are you sure?
I remember that. That's why I remember the name, because I don't know that actually before you say it.
Okay, which means my memory is shutting down. Okay, so let's say four directions is fine. East, west, north, south. These are easier, right? And cardinal directions or cardinal directions. So say this house has four directional paths: east, west, north, south, and then what? Okay, then let's not waste time. Huh? Four cardinal directions. What are they? Southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest. Right? Four cardinal directions and the four directions. No. Intermediate directions. Okay. Oh yeah. No, if I said it before, then I should be sorry. Okay. So let's say that the four cardinal directions and the four intermediate directions. Intercardinal directions. Okay. Yeah, good. So what we say is that the physical bodies are made of directional paths: east, west, north, south, and then the intermediate directions or cardinal, the intercardinal directions or intermediate directions. So this is known as the directional paths. Whereas the mind does not have physical body, because of which it does not have the directional paths, but it has temporal paths. What does it mean by temporal paths? All composite phenomena should necessarily exist in time. All composite phenomena should necessarily exist in time, which means the physical material things as well as the mind, both should exist in time. Temporal means time, of time. Direction in time is known as temporal paths. Temporal paths. Okay, so all composite phenomena, be it physical or mental, both have temporal paths. With the physical, it has not only temporal paths, it also has directional paths. Whereas for the mental, it's only the temporal paths for the mental. Now, how do we talk about the paths in the case of the mind? This question. So for that, let's say that, okay, today I'm very happy. Today my mind is very happy today. My mind feels so light today. So what is today made of? Today is made of 24 hours. So it has 24 segments in time. The first hour mind, second hour mind, third hour mind, fourth hour mind, fifth hour mind. Getting it? Okay. So likewise, the first hour mind again is made of, first hour mind is made of 60 minutes, 60 moments, split into 60 minutes. So you keep dividing like this. These are known as the temporal segments of the mind, temporal parts in mind. Okay. Now the next thing is this one thing. So this for the mind, there are several ways of meditating on the emptiness of the mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up one which is quite popular. Okay. First, let us listen to we are talking about the present moment of the mind. Present moment of the mind. Okay. First listen to this sound of the gong, sound of this singing ball. Just listen to this and listen to the present moment of the sound. Okay, due to experience, was there a time when you were feeling, yes, I am hearing this sound? Was there a time when you were thinking, I am hearing this sound? Was there a time, Kunal? The question is, okay, you think about, I am experience this sound. Did you experience the sound? There was a time when you were thinking, yes, I am experiencing the sound.
Yeah, like I'm doing that movement by movement.
I'm not talking about, don't worry. Were you experiencing the sound? Was it pleasant sound? Or talk, talk, talk? Very pleasant. You're getting it? Pleasant sound. Okay, so our job is first listen to this and feel the present moment of the sound. You're getting it? And of course later on when I ask, it's already gone. But once you felt that I am experiencing this sound. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, now I will give you, it's not just listening to, now it's going to be a little more complicated. Your job is to see how long is the present moment of that. Okay, present moment, does it exist or not? Time, does it exist or not? Time. Hey, time exists or not? Hey, does the time exist? This is my first question. Right? 2023 exists or not exists? It exists. Time exists. Time means time should necessarily have three components. The beginning, middle and end. Yes? If there's no three components, it's not a time. Time should, however short a time is, it should necessarily have three components. The beginning, middle and end. John, you agree? Time should necessarily have three components. It should have beginning, middle and end. You're getting it? Okay. How many agree with me in a sense? If you agree with me, my question to you is, what about 1 second? It's tsak, right? Tsak. There's no beginning, middle and end. It's just one dot. How? Huh? Okay, let's say what time we stop this class? 4:30. 4:30 sharp. Does it have beginning, middle, and end? 4:30 sharp. It's not sharp then. If it is time, then beginning, middle, and end, right? It's not sharp. It's very broad. We said come at 4:30 sharp, right? And some of you may tell me that Geshe, you stop the class at 4:30 sharp. Right? So what is this? 4:30 sharp. 4:30 sharp, and I'm not talking about 30, this not. 4:30 sharp is a dot. It's not the 30th. Yes, 30th.
Yeah, that point is the minute.
It's minute.
Yeah, 1 minute, 30th minute.
Oh, which means you can come at any time in between.
Within that small,
It's not sharp then. There are so many options.
so then you have to tell us what do you mean by sharp.
Of course, sharp is sharp. You don't know that. Huh?
So the sharp when we are saying
Say at 12 o'clock sharp.
yeah,
At 12 o'clock sharp means what? 11 to 12. No, this is not sharp. What do you mean by sharp?
when you say
12 o'clock sharp, what does it mean by that?
exactly at 12.
Okay, Ajiji can be influenced by many philosophy. Okay, let's ask Dumala. She is more honest. Tell me, what do you mean by 12 o'clock sharp? Exact. 12 o'clock and 1 second is 12 sharp? No. 12, 1 second before that? 12? No. What does 12 sharp means? Exact dawn. You agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So how long is the 12 sharp? 12 o'clock sharp? What's the duration?
I think
30 is when you escaped it. So 30th. Then 12th. 12th means it's 1 hour.
so.
It's not sharp.
So in between 11:59 and
12.
no, the 12 is the precise,
Yes.
but 12 hours and 1 second.
Uh,
It should not really go there, and it should not be 12:59.
so how long is that duration? How long is that duration?
That is 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, which means that you can come. You can go at, say, 12 and the say the 59 seconds.
But yeah,
After 12 plus 59 seconds. It's not yet 1 minute.
it's not yet 1 minute.
So therefore 12, 59 seconds is permissible. It's sharp. 12 sharp. Okay, what would I say? This is the big complication, right? Okay, for time, let's say that the 1 hour has 60 minutes, 1 minute has 60 seconds, 1 second has 1,000 milliseconds, right? So this says, so what is 1 second? It is not like tuck. It is the gap between tuck, 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 tuck. The gap between the two tucks. This is a second. It's not the one tuck. This is not the second. You're getting it? So 12 o'clock sharp. This is not an hour. This is not actual time. It's just, time means between the gap between 2 points. It's just 1 point. 1 point is not a time. Right? Time is a gap between 2 points. The gap, not the points. Right? Okay. So the point is that we're looking for the present. Time should necessarily have 3 components. What are they? Beginning, middle, and end. If you get this, the next question is that our job is, say, the past in a beginning, middle, and end. Beginning means the past, and the middle is the present, and the end is the yet to come. For example, 2023, 2022 is gone, past. 2024 is future, yet to come. So 2023 is present. You getting it? So we are looking for the present moment of the time. Okay, how many agree with me that present moment of the time does exist? Right? Present moment of the time does exist. Because, say, don't ruminate over the past. Don't anticipate for the future. Be in the present moment. Right? This is a very popular statement which people make. Be in the present moment. So present moment exists, raise hands. Undeniably it exists. Okay, including John. Present moment exists or not? Yes. Present moment exists. Right? You are presently in Deer Park, not in Kerala. Right? Okay. So present moment exists. Now our job is how long is the present? Because present moment means it's a time. Time means there should be a gap between 2 points. So we'd like to see what is that present moment, what's the duration of the present moment. This is what we are going to analyze. So the condition for us to do is that don't bring the past, because we're only interested in the present moment. Don't bring 2022 because it's the past, it's gone. Don't bring 2024 because it is yet to come, future. Don't bring the future and the past. We're only interested in the present moment. You getting it? Anything which is past, don't bring. Anything which is future, don't bring. I'm only interested for us to see what the present moment is like. Or first you have to make sure that you agree with me that the present moment does exist, raise hands. Or you verbally say, does it exist? Yes. Louder. Yes. Okay, now don't reduce the volume. Don't reduce the volume. Present moment exists? Yes. Louder. Yes. Okay. Now let's see. Now our job is to observe the present moment. You're getting it? The present moment. So I will hit the gong, I will hit this bell, and you listen to this, feel the present moment. Don't bring the past, don't bring the future, just the present moment. You're getting it? Are you ready? Open your eyes and feel it. Okay, let's do it again. Open your eyes. No, close eyes. But don't fall asleep. Okay, what's the duration of the present moment? Which you experienced as present moment. What's the duration? Just raise hand. Just raise your hand. Anyone? Yes, Ajirji. 2 seconds. Ajadwala. Is it 1 minute or is it 1 hour? Not 1 hour. I know. Is it 1 hour or more? Less or more? Less than 1 hour. If less than 1 hour, it should be around like these 59 minutes. No? Then tell me. A few seconds. Okay, that's better. Don't just say the fading, right? It's very so vague. Okay. Okay, Pinzola. 1/10 of a second. Sabna? I do not ask. Ask me, tell me the duration. Present moment should have a duration. No duration. I ask you, hey, listen, you are not serious. Okay, let's do it again. Right? Listen to it and feel the present moment and see what is the duration of the present moment. Present moment is a time. And time should necessarily have duration. What is that duration? This is my question. You getting it? Be serious. Sadhana, be serious this time. Don't let me hear again. Tell me, Sadhana. How many seconds? Are you experiencing present moment now? Yes. Are you really in the past or the future? Present. Present means no past, no future. You getting it? What's the duration? You cannot say this. Anyone else? What's the duration? Yes. There wasn't present moment. Hey, naughty boy. He said that yes, present moment exists. Does it exist? Yes. Now say no. Present moment exists? No. Are you in the present moment or past? Now. You're in the both. Present and past, they don't exist together. Hey. No, that is my question to you. Are you in 2022 or 2023? Are you in 2022? Why not? Good. Are you in the past? Okay. Are you in the future? No, are you in the present moment? How long is the duration of the present moment? Present moment is a moment. It's a time. What's the duration? Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes. Huh? It's subjective. With respect to you? No, you said subjective. So because since it is subjective, it is contextual. With you is different, with me is different. So with you, what is the duration? Okay, 1 second. Anyone else? Yes.
My opinion is that present moment doesn't have time. Because
Okay, present moment is not a time.
no, if you have time, it should have also past and future.
No, my present moment is a time or not? Are you in 2022?
Still
Are you in 2022? Why not? Yes. Are you in 2024? Why not? Okay, so are you in present moment?
kind of.
Oh, you're in all the three worlds. Okay. Yes. Your name? Zari? Zania. Yes. Tell me. No. What's the duration of the present moment? Doesn't exist. Okay, my question to you. Present moment, does it exist or not? Not. Right? Okay, my question to you, listen, my question to you. Are you in 2022? Why not? Gone. Are you in 2024? Why not? Yet to come. Which means the time in which you are in should be present moment. You are in the present moment. Are you in the present moment or not? I'm not asking ultimate. I'm asking what is relative should be reality. Right? You are in present moment. Right? Okay, so how long is the present moment? Time means there should be specific duration. Is it longer than 1 hour? This sound. Listen. Listen. This duration, is it longer than 1 hour? No. Shorter than 1 millisecond? Not. If it is shorter than 1 millisecond, you cannot hear it. You're getting it? If it is longer than 1 hour, I kept it only for a few seconds. It cannot be longer than 1 hour. It should be between 1 hour and 1 millisecond, in between. Cannot be longer than that, cannot be shorter than that. It should be somewhere between this. So what is that duration? You tell me. Yes. Okay. Okay, how many of you find it a little difficult to give the answer? Raise hands. Okay, if you find it difficult, now we are ready. If you find it difficult, you are ready to meditate on the emptiness of the mind. You're getting it? You are ready for this. If you find it difficult. Okay. Present moment of the mind. Present moment of the mind means that present moment mind should have duration. What is that present moment? Present moment should be away from the past and the future. Kunal, yes? Present moment should be free from past and the future. Okay, so what is the present? Can you feel it? Let's say that the past, 2022. What is the difference between these three things? Tell me. Okay, these two things. 2022, past. And now, I'm experiencing now, present moment. Is present. What difference do you feel experientially? Anyone? This is very important. Yes, Antonarji? First, it's just a memory. A second one, it's a real thing happening, real thing now, right? So this is something we need to remember. Past is a memory. The present is not a memory. It is a living thing that you are experiencing. You getting it? Okay, now we're going to... So this living thing I am experiencing, does it exist or not? Okay, if you're not sure, I will hit the gong again just see, observe it. If you're experiencing, not experienced, not will experience, experiencing. Okay. Were you experiencing something? Yes. Unlike, oh yeah, last year somebody hit the gong and I hear the sound. These two are different, right? There's something real there. Okay. So what is that? That what we call as the real. Well, now that what we call as the real, whatever duration, X amount, this real is time. Yes? And this time should have three components: beginning, middle, and end. And if the beginning and end, these two are same, then the time does not exist. So there should be beginning, middle, and end. And the beginning is gone, it's a memory. Because you experience the middle. Beginning is gone. If it is, let's say, if you say, who said 1 second, raise hands? 1 second. Let's say, what about present moment is 1 second. 1 second is composed of beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is 1/3 of a second. Middle is 1/3 of a second. And the end 1/3 of a second. First 1/3 of a second is just memory. Last 1/3 of a second is yet to come. If you really experience something as the present moment, it's 1/3 of a second, not more. Even this 1/3 of a second again has a beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is gone, end is yet to come. Again, if at all you experience something as the present moment, it is 1/3 of a 1/3 of a second, which is 1/9 of a second. You keep going like this, it'll become shorter, shorter duration, and at one point it'll become way shorter than 1 millisecond. Way shorter than, I think, 13th of a millisecond. The say 13 into 1 millisecond is the duration which you can hear. Shorter than this, your ear cannot sense it. You're getting it? But invariably, with this logic, with this common sense logic, we see that what we call as present moment is actually extremely fine, way finer than what your ears can hear, which means that we are not hearing anything as a present moment. But I invariably heard something. I heard something. If you did not hear today, you did not hear it yesterday. If you did not hear in the past, and you will not hear in the future also, which means you have never heard the sound. You're getting it? So now apply this sound. How the time is applied to the sound. Apply this to your mind, the mind which heard this sound. So the sound is present moment. The present moment sound is heard by the present moment mind. Think of this present moment mind. So as the sound becomes shorter, as the object becomes shorter, even the mind, present moment of the mind, even that is also three components: beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is past memory, end is yet to come. 1/3 of this 1 second of the mind. The 1/3 of 1 second of the mind, even that is beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is gone, end is yet to come. 1/3 of 1/3 was 1/9. You go like this, becoming shorter, and then the extremely tiny experience of the mind. When you hit a certain point, beyond this, you cannot have the awareness that I know this mind. You will not have this sense of awareness will not come on that level. So, what are you hearing now? What are you hearing then? What is that mind which heard this sound? That is quite scary. You getting it? Shall we do that? Shall we do that? Huh? Okay, let's do it. First, let's do this in the form of I'll hit the sound, you try to experience the sound. I am experiencing the sound. The first, you don't have to check the duration, right? Just that it is real. It is real. That feeling should come to you. That is not a memory. Okay. Don't have to check the duration. Just feel that it is real. What I'm hearing is real. And I'm not crazy. I'm really hearing something. Okay. Okay, did you hear something real? If yes, resonance. Yes, I really heard it. I really heard it. You heard it? Yes. Myung, heard it? Yes. All? Sonoma heard it? Okay, good. Kunal? He should heard it. Okay, good. You heard it. Now, see, just try best to see what's the duration. You getting it? The duration of this. Duration, what you call is the present moment. Okay, good. Now, what we do is that we sit in the meditation. We sit in meditation. Okay, you want to close your eyes? Close your eyes, but don't fall asleep. You getting it? Because this analysis is a little subtle analysis, and you may not be able to grab what you're analyzing, and then you may slip into dullness, and then worse, you may start to fall asleep, right? Okay. So what we do is that, what you try to recall that experience when you were feeling, I am experiencing as a present moment. There's mind. Yes, there's a mind. There's a sound. Okay, this is going to be guided. You just try to follow the instruction. Okay. Yes, there was a time when he hit the gong, when he hit the bell, I was hearing the sound. And the sound was so real. And there's corresponding mind, my mind, which heard this sound as a present moment. And this mind which heard this sound, it was experienced in the form present moment. Present moment means it's a moment. Moment means, okay, this present moment is different from the past. Past is a memory. Present moment is a real, living thing, and the future is yet to come. I'm very sure of this. And what I call is the present moment of this experience, whatever is the duration, it has three components: beginning, middle, and end. And the beginning, middle, and they cannot come together. When experiencing the middle, the beginning is past, is not a present moment, and the end is yet to come. So it is, if it is experience of the what I call is present moment, my mind experiences sound is for one second. Now it is in reality, if at all I'm experiencing something as a present moment, is 1 second, 1/3 of a second. Not longer than this. My mind, 1/3 of a second of my mind experiencing the present moment. Even this 1/3 of a second of my mind experiencing the present moment, even that is consist of beginning, middle, end. And the beginning, when I'm going through the middle, experiencing, beginning was past, is gone, and the end is yet to come. So if at all I'm experiencing something present, it is 1/3 of a second, which means 1/9 of a second. So this 1/9 of a second, again, it is a time. Time should have three components: beginning, middle, and end. When experience the middle, the beginning is past, middle is, end is yet to come. Again, it becomes 1/3. The feel that I'm experiencing 1/9 of a second is also illusion. It's not real. I'm experiencing 1/3 of 1/9 of a second, which is like 1/27th of a second. we keep doing like this, then if at all I'm experiencing something as the present moment, if at all there's one mind which experiences present moment, is like present moment of sound, is much lesser than the 1/27th of a second. I keep doing this, then eventually it become like the 1,000th of a second, which is a millisecond. And if there's a millisecond duration, my mind cannot hear the sound, and I cannot have the ability to feel that my mind is really there. So where is this present moment which I feel as something pervading? Where is it? It's just illusion. It's just illusion. My experiencing, what is experienced is illusion. Then what experiences my mind, that's also illusion-like. Okay, come out. For this require our mind to be extremely, should be so agile, so agile to see that our mind is changing like so, not like a stretch of mind, not like this, but really like the second by second, millisecond by millisecond is moving. This our mind should have such agility to see these things on that level. That requires a little bit of training the mind to see that. Okay, this is one part. Why I'm saying that we cannot experience the sound if it is shorter than like the millisecond. Okay, is there anybody who can give me a piece of paper? Here, this is better. Good. Thank you. Anyone who has like highlighter, I need something like green is good. Green, so that it will be visible to you. Because the other colors may not be too visible. Okay. I'll write something and I'll show you, and you tell me what is written there. Good? So no, don't look at me. Okay. Give me the book. Otherwise, Sonam is looking at me. Huh? Okay. He promised, and he'll forget that he made a promise. Because he said, I said cardinal. Right? Are you ready? Okay. I'll show you something and I'll be very generous. I'll show you for a long time. We are talking about the millisecond. Millisecond, you cannot experience it, I said, right? But I'll show you for way longer than 1 millisecond, right? And you should be able to identify it, read it. If you cannot read it, means that as the duration becomes shorter, then your ability to register that is much less. Okay, I'll be very generous. You ready? Right? Right? I'll be generous. So your job is to just read it. What is there? This is way, way, way longer duration than 1 millisecond. Way longer than the millisecond. If you cannot register what you cannot see what is there, how can you see, feel, hear sound which lasts for 1 millisecond? You getting it? Okay. You shall do it again? Okay. I'll be very generous. Right? Huh? Huh? Okay. Huh? There's nothing. It's empty. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so the point is that as the duration of the object becomes shorter, our ability to cognize it, it's becoming less. In fact, scientifically, I think it is 1/13 of a millisecond. Okay, 2 to 3 milliseconds. 2 to 3 milliseconds you can be aware, beyond which you will not be aware of. You're getting it? So, but this present moment, if you go like this, we see that it becomes shorter than 1 millisecond. How can you experience it? But we undeniably feel that I'm experiencing something. Okay, now listen to it again. If it's just illusion or you're actually hearing this, just see it here. Okay, how many of you say that, yes, actually I was hearing something? Raise hands. Okay, so that this is illusion-like. You think that you are hearing something, actually it's illusion-like. Actually, you have not heard it in actuality. You getting it? With this logic, with this reasoning. It's not just pure dry logic. It's like the empirically acceptable logic. According to this, you see that you're not hearing something. But then I undeniably heard it. This is exactly what you'll say in the dream also. You will say in the dream also, you say that I heard it. You getting it? But when you wake up, you see that this is just illusion. If you wake up from the unconventional dream, you will see that what you think you heard today now is also illusion-like. Okay, finally. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Can I not make this sort of proposition that, like, how do I know that my mind was arising like continuously and it wasn't there in like chunks, but like I couldn't see the difference between the chunks and then I stitched them together as like one continuous thing.
So you are hearing the chunks and you stitch them together. Okay, you hear the chunks? Less than 1 millisecond. Say, so with this logic, you don't have to worry. With this logic, we can see that the chunks that you're talking about, it can go two teachers from Suja school, one the assistant headmaster and Gengawa Siddhanla, both of them my schoolmates, way junior than me. Right? Okay, age-wise, way junior. I won't say junior, way younger than me. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying that this, what you call as a chunk of time. This chunk of time, through this reasoning, we can see that this chunk of time actually can be reducible, even shorter than one chunk of time can be made shorter than 1 millisecond, which our ear cannot register. You getting it? Okay. So this, Kunal, did you sense the logic, reasoning? The point is that if you know the logic, if you get it makes sense. You may not feel it, but it makes sense. It makes sense, then you have to practice it. Practice it, practice, and gradually your ability to see what the Kabir said as chunks, what I call as the moments, temporal segments, can be made shorter, 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 and what we call as the present moment can become shorter, shorter, shorter. In fact, the present moment is the illusion. Better to put it, illusion-like for the time being. Illusion-like. Present moment is illusion-like. You're getting it? You can not really define it as present moment.
This terminology people use a moment in time. So my question is that we use this, like you mentioned, moment is as if it's divisible using a mathematical formula of milliseconds or nanoseconds. Or can we also say moment by moment? So if we go by moment, then what is moment? The sense.
Moment by moment, what is the moment? The moment, in fact, they say, Lama Tsongkhapa explained so well, when we say momentary, things, composite phenomena change by moment. What is a moment? Lama Tsongkhapa is extremely brilliant and extremely practical, realistic, extremely sharp. What he said is a moment can be extremely tiny, short duration till the eons. Be in the present moment today. Just be in the present. Feel the joy of today, present moment. Otherwise, the winter will be very cold. Today is very pleasant. The time, feel it. So it's 24 hours. Whereas, so this life, the moment we have this precious human birth, you just use it productively. The moment of the precious human birth is one life. So it can range. But what we are talking about is this moment. This moment can be seen from the present moment. Logically, we can see that present moment, actually what I'm experiencing is shorter. What we think that we experience the present moment is like 1 second, is actually not 1 second, is 1/3 of a second. 1/3 of a second, which is, because what we call as present moment, 1 second is present moment, has 3 components. What are they? Beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is gone, past, don't include that. So when you say, think of the present moment, don't think of 2022. Why not 2022? Because that is past. Don't think of 2024, that is yet to come. So don't bring anything past and present. Then what, because the present moment has a beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is past, don't bring it. End is yet to come, don't bring it. Then it becomes 1/3 of a second. Even this 1/3 of a second also isn't time. Beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is past, don't include it, bring it. Past is the end is yet to come, don't bring it. Again it becomes 1/3. You keep doing this, it'll become shorter. Then at one point it'll become shorter than 1 millisecond. And what Ajahn is saying is that for our mind to cognize something, it requires minimum 2 to 3 milliseconds. If it becomes shorter than 1 millisecond, you cannot hear, you cannot see, you cannot. Okay, so with this, now the 2 teachers came, right? So our job is, okay, I am very unhappy. I am very unhappy. Okay, let's say that Ajirji makes us work so hard for 4 hours, right? Not Ajirji. Ajirji is within this box. Say, Pravinji made us work so hard for 4 hours, and we were very thirsty, hungry. Then we complained to Pravinji, right? Pravinji, we are so thirsty. We work for 4 hours, and suddenly you saw a box there. You saw a box. And from the box, you can hear something like this. Which means that there's somebody there, right? Oh, we feel so hungry, thirsty. Somebody in the box also stays the same number of hours. The person inside that box also must be hungry or thirsty. Then you knock at the door, knock the box. How are you? What did you hear? Hey, you are not listening. Oh, you're all tired, I can see that. Right? You are complaining, Ajirji, we are so tired, 4 hours work. Okay, then you see the box, and then you bang like this, you are hearing this, somebody must be there. Then you bang the box. How are you? No. Sequential, right? Don't be together. Okay. How are you? Ajirji. Okay, Ajirji is the one who made us work. So let's like this. I am very unhappy. Okay. How are you? Hey. Okay, let's do again. So we're all very tired, right? We're all very tired. And somebody is inside the box like this, right? Oh, that person must be also very hungry, thirsty, tired. How are you? What did you hear? Huh? I'm very unhappy, right? So you felt so sorry. We are not the only one. Somebody inside this box also very unhappy, right? And then you open the box. You open the box and you ask, oh, I'm very sorry, you are unhappy. Brother Tibusa, who said I'm very happy? I just said I. You must be very unhappy. No, I'm very happy. I just am. Right? And then, as you can see, you must be very unhappy. I just aware, right? So then, oh, you must be the one who's very unhappy. Huh? No, I'm very happy. I just say re, right? Ansansuki, right? Ansansuki, an. No, I'm very happy. I just have, right? Well, maybe then you must be the one who must be very unhappy. I just said happy, right? P. That's it. I'm very happy. P. Finish. Right? So then you start to doubt. I heard somebody said, I'm very unhappy, right? Maybe I'm hallucinating. Right? And then you go in search of somebody. Then you brought Sally. Sally, please come as my witness, right? And then Sally, just bang the box, right? Sally bang the box. Then Sally asks, how are you? Ask. Hey. What did you hear, Sally? Somebody said, I'm very unhappy. Was that not hallucinating? No, you're not hallucinating. That's real, right? Again, I brought Sally in and asked, look, now ask. Sally asked one by one. Again, I am, then finally, be. Right? So who said I'm unhappy? I just said be. Finish, right? Oh, but I heard it. I heard somebody said, I am very unhappy. This is how our mind works. If you analyze like this, no one moment the mind feels I am unhappy, right? Your mind, it simply works like this in different moments. First moment of the mind, 7 moments of mind are there. First moment of the mind said I and then left. Second moment of the mind came and said am and left. Third moment of the mind came and said where and left. Then fourth came re and left. Fifth one un. Then sixth one ham. Then last one p and left. Right? No one moment of the mind said I'm very unhappy. So what you did is that you put all these moments, what the Kabir said as chunks of the mind, moments of the mind, put them together, create an illusion, I'm very unhappy. And then you feel that I am very unhappy. Right? If you go objectively, no one single moment of the mind said that I'm unhappy. This is how our mind works. He said that I'm very naughty. Who said it? You know, Kunal, you are naughty person. Kunal, you are naughty person. There are 8 moments, right? These 8 moments did not come simultaneously. They are one after the other. When the second came, the first one is gone, remaining here to come. Why should you worry? Right? Why? Nobody is telling you that you are naughty, right? Then you are no, right? When no, it's not tea. It's just no. That's it. And then left. Then next moment comes tea. Tea is good. I want tea. It's good. So what's problem, right? So we put them together and create a concept, illusory concept. From the object, there's no concept. From the object, there's nothing which is seen as the you are naughty. It is just your mind which put them together and create an illusion. So subjectively, you put them together and create an illusion that somebody said, I am naughty. Nobody said it. It's just illusion. So if you meditate on this, it's extremely healing. Okay, good.